Hi, this is Jody King Colgrove with Quantum Techniques, and we have the most diagnostic form of energy medicine in the world today. At Quantum Techniques, or QT as we like to refer to it, our practitioners work with you over the phone, helping you determine why you're having a health issue and what you can do about it. And we get to the root of what that is. So today, one of the things that we a lot of times find is that there's mold in your environment, and we want to find out what it is to get rid of it. So we have something called a product that we call Mold Killer, and it's not something that we've produced, but it's something that we have found that you can order off of Amazon that's really helpful, or their own website, and it's called Mold Killer, and it looks kind of clear. This is a bottle where I've dumped it in, and what we do is we get a squirt bottle, okay, and we just you don't really add any water, but it's helpful to have it in a squirt bottle, I think, for cleaning purposes. So if we find on a QT treatment that you have mold in your house, we need you to clean it up. And there are times where it's not too evasive that you can use, let's say, hydrogen peroxide, but sometimes you need to use something stronger, and that's where this Mold Killer would come in. I also say that if you're in an area that has a lot of mold, it's a really good product to just have on hand. You actually buy it in the gallon, and so I'm in a place where I have it, and so I need to have it by the gallon. So anyway, so what we do is, working with you on the phone, if we've come up that you have a toxin that is mold, we start identifying where it is. And sometimes it's helpful to send us pictures of your home, but we usually start with, okay, is it someplace you work? Is it in your car? Is it in your home? Okay, so if it's in your home, great, okay. And we do this through muscle testing. So then we find out, okay, well, we know mold usually in the wet areas, so we look, okay, is it in the kitchen? Is it above the sink? Is it below the sink? Is it in the bathroom? Is it, the shower? Is it toilet, sink, below sink, up sink, and those kind of things. Then sometimes we'll find that it's in a room, and so if there's a room, sometimes we'll have you describe, okay, well, is there a window in the room? Which side is it, left or right, if you're standing at the door? Okay, so we test, is it, in the windowsill? Is it on the trim around the window? Is it below the window, above the window? Because a lot of times what happens is if someone hasn't installed a window correctly, the flashing will make the water go inside the house instead of outside. So we're diagnosing and finding out where that toxin is that we need to have you clean up. Sometimes it can be on the floor because of tile or a water leak that you've had in your house that never got cleaned up properly. So we'll find out if it's something that let's say if it's underneath the window, is it something that you can take this Mold Killer on a cloth that's damp and just wash around the windowsill and wash the drywall underneath it, and that takes care of it. It could be, like I said, with those flashing, that it's actually gotten in the wall, and so it's actually you have you have your siding, then you have your Tyvek, then you have your studs, then you have your insulation, then you have your wall board, which is your drywall. So somewhere in that process there's mold, and it typically is in the cells between the studs. And so there may be a chance that we have to say, okay, by just cleaning it up on the outside of the drywall, it's not going to get well or get rid of it. You're going to actually have to take the drywall off, take out the insulation, and clean the studs, and maybe even clean the Tyvek behind that to completely clean it up. And then if that's the case, then they may have to look at the flashing of the window to see if it was installed incorrectly. It could be a roof leak, and so therefore you know where it came from. So that's how we would diagnose what you need to do in order to clean this up. There are times, I live in an environment where I have a room that's in the north part of the house, so it doesn't get a lot of sunshine, and sunshine clears mold. And so I'm in there working, and if I don't have the lights turned on and enough hot air, it's just enough that it will start growing mold. And so I found a good balance by turning on the lights and my aspirating of breath to get the mold not to grow. But there are times, let's say 2 times a year or once a month, I have to go up and actually clean the ceiling because I'm getting mold up there, or I'm getting mold on the on the computer wires underneath my desk or something like that, because they don't get any sunshine whatsoever. So those are all things that we can help you find what's impacting you to clean up. But that's why Mold Killer is really a good company to get from. And so I will include it in the information on how to order that product. And so I just wanted to share that with you because I think that's really important for cleaning up mold. So and it leaked all over my paperwork. Okay, so at Quantum Techniques, we feel that your body was meant to heal, and so what we're doing is through identifying toxins and pathogens and heavy metals that's in your body, we're able to find out why the body's not healing. And once we identify that, then the body's able to heal itself. So that's what we do at Quantum Techniques. So you're welcome to visit quantumtechniques.com, and you can look at lots of different videos and information we have there, and kind of an idea of what we work on and what we heal. And then we also have a YouTube channel, both mine and also Quantum Techniques, that you can go on and find out more information about what we work on and what we heal. And the purpose is for you to get your health and happiness back. So blessings from Quantum Techniques.